Welcome back to another week of Skyrim mods. From retextures to animations, I'll be covering some amazing mods in the past month. If you're into Skyrim content, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Anyways, let's start the video. Ryan's Lost Valley Redoubt, a mod that completely overhauls the location by adding several new additions. First and foremost, it introduces a brand new interior dungeon. This means more adventures and more challenges. Of course, the author has changed the exterior by adding a bunch of new clutters here and there, and even reshaping the location even more. The mod doesn't just stop at dungeon additions. As you enter the newly added dungeon, the real fun begins. You'll face challenges and enemies. But with that comes the promise of rewards, which makes it all exciting to visit and complete the dungeon. These new additions breathe new life into the location, and I personally find it amazing that the author's creativity has come up to this outcome. Now let's talk about a mod that takes you back to one of the first places you've ever called home in Skyrim, Whiterun. We all know Whiterun as that welcoming city with its iconic Dragon's Reach and bustling market. But what if you could see it in a new perspective? Whiterun Has Walls is here to do just that. This mod reimagines Whiterun, giving it a fortified look and feel that adds a whole new layer to this familiar location. You'll find newly placed towers and walls, and the existing walls get a substantial upgrade with larger structures. It's not just the exterior that's transformed. Inside Whiterun, the walls has been completely revamped as well, adding a sense of fortification and glory that the city truly deserves. Now time for a small but immersive mod, more realistic fur and antlers for wall-mounted male elks. What the mod does is quite straightforward. It enhances the textures of wall-mounted male elk heads, giving them a more lifelike fur appearance and a more realistic antlers. The subtle shell texturing creates a fur-like quality, and the antlers are giving an authentic upgrade, making these trophies on your wall feel more in tune with the natural world of Skyrim. The best part is it's a simple texture replacer and doesn't take up any plugin slots, making it an easy and seamless addition to your mod list. Next up, we have Obscure Magic. This magic mod brings to the table a diverse range of spells, a total of 12 spread across multiple schools of magic. Among them, you'll discover 11 adept level spells and 1 expert leveled spell, each with its own unique effects. But if I may be a bit biased, I can't help but highlight 2 personal favorites, Celestial Vortex and Storm Zone. These spells make for a perfect AoE combo, and the visuals and sound effects that accompany them are nothing short of epic. Of course, every spell in this mod is equally remarkable, with its own distinct visual and sound effects. Just like any other mods by Citadel, it's truly amazing that a mod like this is possible. And speaking of magic mods, there's also Necrotic. This one is tailored for those who loves to play as a necromancy. Necrotic introduces a staggering 36 conjuration spells designed to maintain a balanced gameplay experience around vanilla spells. These spells open up a world of possibilities, enabling you to summon weapons, unleash massive explosions, summon a necrotic spirit archer, wield a necrotic bow, command a necrotic spirit soldier, and even conjure a skeletal priest. The mod also adds a feature when killing enemies with necrotic weapons, you will collect a necrotic shard whenever you do so, which I think is amazing as it gives you a feeling of getting the souls of opponents you killed. Next up are a few mods that greatly enhance the textures of some of the books found in Skyrim. Kanjs Ugma Infinium Animated is the first on our list. The mod is a full makeover of the Ugma Infinium book. With its stunning 4K textures, it truly enhances the visual appeal. But here's the real addition. It adds animated emissive and particle lights. These subtle but captivating effects bring a mesmerizing glow to the book. Moving on, we have Kanji's Spell Tome Animated. This mod reimagines 5 spell tomes, giving them a complete redesign with support for 4K textures. What makes it even more appealing is that the animated lights use each school of magic's own distinct color. It's a subtle but significant touch that adds to the immersion when you're delving into the arcane arts. Kanji's Black Book Animated. The Black Book have been retextured and fully animated as well, but this time the textures are available up to 8K textures. The mod is just simply stunning and worth having. Last but not the least, there's Kanji's Burned and Ruined Book Animated. This mod is particularly intriguing, as it takes the concept of burned books and turns it into something truly captivating. These scorched tomes give off an air of lost mystery. They retain their former power but are forever lost. It definitely adds that unique twist and adds depth to your game. One of the best things of these retexture mods is that they are not .esp plugins, so you don't have to worry about your plugin limit. Up next is a mod that introduces a fascinating twist to Skyrim's combat system. Dual Wield Revolution. The mod allows you to wield virtually any weapon in both hands. While some of these weapon combinations might seem a bit unrealistic, they definitely add a unique and exciting dimension to your gameplay. Now, to truly unlock the full potential of Dual Wield Revolution, I highly recommend complementing it with ADXP MCO Valhalla Dual Wield Greatswords. This remarkable mod pairs perfectly with Dual Wield Revolution, as it takes things up a notch by altering the animations for dual wielding greatswords. The animation work is top notch, and it even introduces a unique idle stance. What sets it apart is that these animations exclusively trigger when you're dual wielding greatswords, offering a delightful variety of moves to enhance your Skyrim adventures. Now that we've introduced all these exciting combat animations, what better way to put them to the test by facing off against some brand new mobs? Meet the Sea Giants and Ice Titans, a group of formidable foes that will provide you with the perfect opportunity to showcase your newfound combat skills. However, don't expect this to be a simple task. The once serene shores of Skyrim are now fraught with peril, even for the most advanced adventurers, as this mod introduces a whopping 11 terrifying creatures, each more nightmarish than the last. The mod also comes with a bunch of additional content, as you'll discover 3 new weapons, 4 new ingredients, 1 miscellaneous item, and 4 new areas to explore, adding a whole new layer of adventure to your Skyrim experience. It's an overall great mod to add a more variety of mobs you see around the shoreline, so I highly recommend you guys to try it out. Snazzy Exteriors Riften Snowshod Manor. This mod is an example of how thoughtful clutter placement and clever design can transform an area to a more beautiful location. As the mod focuses on the exterior of Snowshod Manor in Riften, and the results are truly impressive. In vanilla Skyrim, the manor appeared somewhat plain, a bit too modest for a clan as wealthy as the Snowshots. However, after applying this mod, the transformation is truly remarkable. Overall, it's a great addition to enhance your Riften location, and I highly recommend you guys to try it out. And speaking of exteriors, we have JK Solitude Outskirts. Once again, JK has proven to be a master of creating exterior mods. This mod doesn't just tweak a few things here and there, it's a complete overhaul. The Solitude Outskirts have undergone a stunning transformation, adorned with new buildings and clutter. From the docks, Katla's farm and stables, Solitude sawmill, and even all the way to the Solitude side entrance. You can actually enter Solitude from there. I also appreciate the additions of cranes by the docks, a subtle touch that illustrates how goods are efficiently transported all the way up to Solitude. Though, just a quick heads up that looking at certain directions can drop your FPS while being in the area. So it's a choice between embracing the enhanced aesthetics or sticking to the plain vanilla exteriors for a smoother performance. Another cool mod I found that makes Campfire a lot more immersive is Campfire Reacts to the Wind. From the name itself, the mod enhances the wind immersive response to the wind. For example, during a normal night, fire sparks and smokes goes up, but when it rains, the wind direction changes. Also, the mod removes the large white smoke of giant fire camps and replaces it with a more subtle smoke. A very simple mod that adds a small touch of immersiveness. Now, the next mod I'll be showcasing is a mod that fixes a somewhat problem that you might have experienced. If you're like me and a few others, the normal flame spell can be quite blinding, especially when used with a mod like Embers XD and ENBs with bright flame settings. Better Flame FX comes in to the rescue as it tweaks the fire spell meshes, transforming them into a more subdued, less eye-straining form. So, if you've ever felt like you needed sunglasses just to cast a simple fire spell, this mod steps in to tone down the brightness. Plus, the meshes used are actually pleasing to look at. Next, we have Citadel of Snow Lively Windhelm Bridge. The mod steps in as a lightweight AI and aesthetic overhaul for the Bridge of Windhelm. There are a few light clutters that are added here and there, and even overhauls the room under the Bridge of Windhelm into a living quarters for the guards. The place actually felt a bit more lively, as the mod also changes the AI to behave a lot more like actual humans, where they do other things aside from patrolling, or basically standing still, having a proper guard rotation, fixing parts of the bridge, and a few more. It's a small mod, but definitely adds a touch of small enhancements that some of you might be interested in. Next up, we have Winterhold Docks. With this mod, you'll discover a brand new dock area just north of Winterhold, filled with life and activity, sight of new ships, bustling traders, and a sign of fishing and hunting lends to a vibrant atmosphere to the location. A small encampment of hunters adds to the sense of a thriving community. But that's not all. You'll also spot some ships in various states of construction, adding a realistic and immersive touch to the location and its inhabitants. It's a small overhaul mod that I personally think is worth getting. And last on our list, ElSopa Training Dummies Redone, a high-quality retexture of the training dummies found in Skyrim. The mod is available in 3 texture options, 1K, 2K, and 4K, offering you a range of choices to match your system capabilities. The level of design that the author brings to this mod is truly impressive, which is consistent with the high standards of their other work. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you all for watching till the end. I would also like to thank my channel members for joining the membership I have on YouTube or Patreon. I hope this video helped you, and if it did, please take a moment to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Stay safe everyone, and happy modding!